David Miscavige's journey from a sickly child with asthma to the authoritarian leader of Scientology can be traced back to his early experiences with auditing, which he credited with curing his asthma. As a young boy, he was introduced to the e-meter during auditing sessions, a device that passes a small electrical current through the body. For a small child with asthma, this current likely caused a physiological response, such as vasodilation, which may have temporarily alleviated his symptoms. This perceived cure profoundly reinforced his belief in the effectiveness of Scientology, setting the foundation for a lifelong allegiance to its teachings. This early experience likely filled him with a sense of empowerment and superiority over conventional medicine, instilling in him a fervent, almost fanatical faith in Scientology's methods. Over the decades, Miscavige's immersion in Scientology's practices, particularly the use of the e-meter and intense brainwave entrainment, likely had significant psychological and neurological effects. Repeated exposure to the low-frequency electrical current from the e-meter could have contributed to changes in his brainwave activity, particularly an overactivation of theta and delta waves. These frequencies are associated with suggestibility and altered states of consciousness, potentially leaving Miscavige emotionally dysregulated and prone to impulsivity. Coupled with the high-pressure, insular environment of Scientology, these factors may have reinforced paranoia, control issues, and an inability to process emotions healthily. His long tenure in a position of unchecked power likely magnified these traits, turning him into the volatile and often cruel figure known today. Now in his 60s, Miscavige's physical and psychological health appears to reflect decades of stress, paranoia, and strain. Reports suggest he sleeps in a barometric chamber and grips copper rods connected to the ground, behaviors indicative of deep-seated paranoia or distorted beliefs about his own physiology. The absence of his lower right teeth has fueled speculation about mouth cancer, suggesting that his physical health may be deteriorating. These ailments could be exacerbated by years of psychological strain stemming from both his position and the effects of practicing Scientology. While these factors may explain some of his behavior, they do not excuse the systemic harm he has caused, as his unchecked anger and authoritarian leadership style have had devastating effects on countless individuals under his control.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Just tip me over and pour me out. I'm going to give you a severe reality adjustment for this request. Power lies to paralyze.